Okay, now this is August 12th, 2008, and this is at the 10:40 in the morning. You got the scan from the Attorney General's office. Now this is what you're supposed to do with the duties of the state attorney. I'm gonna read the whole motion to show you, and I also gave it to him on my daughter's birthday. See, so I was trying to show my daughter. See, November 3rd in 2011, I gave it to the state attorney's office, so her birthday would always be history in her daddy's fight, because she is an important part. Not just, but she is the first fruit. You see what I'm saying? So she is the one that my mother made me have a relationship with, me having to tell her what my mother told me to tell her. So that forced me to have to be vulnerable to her, and I wanted to pay homage to my daughter by on her birthday. Since I couldn't be with her, I wanted to file this to let her know that I will always be with her. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, in the county court of the 18th Judicial Circuit in and for Seminole County, Florida, the state of Florida versus Tommy Chancey Castle, case number 2008MM0072221A. This is received by Mary Ann Morse, Marrayye Morse, Morse, the clerk of the court, Seminole County. J. Baldwin signed it on August 12, 2008. Notice for pretrial conference set for August 21st, 2008 at 0900 a.m. in courtroom 4C at the Criminal Justice Building, 101 Bush Boulevard, Sanford, Florida, 32773, before Judge John Woodard III. This is an amended motion by defendant Tommy Chancey Castle to add as a defendant in the above style case with case number 2008MM0072221A, the sitting judge John Woodard III for violation of codes from the Code of Judicial Conduct and from the Florida Rules of Court, Rules 3.115 and 3.150 of the Criminal Procedure Rules of Preliminary Proceedings. 1. Rule 3.115. Duties of state attorney, criminal intake. The state attorney shall provide the personnel or procedure for criminal intake in the judicial system. All sworn complaints charging the commission of a criminal offense shall be filed in the office of the clerk of the courts and delivered to the state attorney for further processing. That's when I took it to the clerk of the courts, Mary Ann Morse, and it was signed by her employee, J. Baldwin, whoever that is, on August 12, 2008. Then I had it stamped, and I left out of there, and then I went into the state attorney's office in pursuant to Rule 3.115, and I did exactly what it told me to do. Now, this is what I'm saying about Moses. I'm saying, well, if Moses was telling you he spoke to a God, okay, but I'm telling you what I did to put the crime in for the emancipation, and I'm going to read it. This is the emancipation too. This happened when Judge John Woodard III entered into the 1. Circle conspiracy and attempted murder charges that are, this is when I defended me, my wife, my children from assassination, already charged against the state of Florida and all defendants in case number 07CA3119-16L and 08CA161809K, Circuit Court of the 18th Judicial Circuit in and for Seminole County, and the and the Circuit Court of the 9th Judicial Circuit in and for Orange County, Florida, with case number 08CA3687-39. B, and the new charge of forgery for the false signatures that appear on the traffic citations with citation number 8091-RHJ2 and 8092-RHJ3, respectfully, to provide this point, defendant Tommy Chancey Counsel is sending as evidence defendant Tommy Chancey Counsel citations with no signatures. See, that's when they came in my house and took all the evidence. See, this is what I'm saying. When you fighting these serpents, see, and your people, they done bit the fruit. See, that's where you better know what you doing. See, you better be able to preserve your steps, because if you can't use steps you ain't made. See, this is what I'm saying. They got you looking for Jesus, but you better be finding yourself, because when they find you, they don't want to know what you believe. They want to know what you did. So let me see. Okay, so this is it's sending this evidence. Defendant Tommy Chancey Counsel citations with no signatures, and defendant Tommy Chancey Counsel is giving this pursuant to 90401 definition of relevant evidence of the evidence code out of the Florida Rules of Court. So that's the definition. It's called, this is the Civil Rules of Court. This statute is 90. It's a rule, right? 90401. It's called definition of relevant evidence. So that is what it's called. So when you giving them the evidence, you showing them the definition, you revealing to them what you describe in the evidence. And that's their rule. That's our rule. That's the state of Florida's rule. A, Rule 3.150, Joiner of Defendants. 2, Defendant Tommy Chancey Counsel add Judge John Woodard III as a defendant in the Circle Conspiracy, attempted murder charges, sabotage of my 19-year marriage, and forgery, for which defendant informed Judge John Woodard III of on August 11 in 2008. See, now, just like I informed that judge who supposed to see me on again, I informed her on I think it was January 19th of 2023 at it was about 9 o'clock before I saw her, around about 9 o'clock. And about 9:30, I had warned her that she would be entered into the Circle Conspiracy to murder me. And now she talking about she want to see me on the 27th. I'm saying, see, that's what I'm talking about. See, they gonna destroy me while people watching, but they ain't understanding that they watching a crime. See, but they say they love me, but they not reading my mind. I'm saying, if you reading the scriptures, why you can't read what I wrote? And it's sad. In which, due to this conduct on August 11, 2008, that's my father-in-law birthday, in which the judge sent to defendant Tommy Chancey Counsel a notice of trial on the judge's motion after defendant Tommy Chancey Counsel put in for a demand for a speedy trial pursuant to Rule 3.191 speedy trial, requesting my presence for jury selection. Defendant Tommy Chancey Counsel Sr. was present at 0900 a.m. and was told by Judge John Woodard III to come back for jury selection at 2:30 p.m. At around 3:31 p.m., the Judge John Woodard denied the court's own motion. B, at that time, the defendant, Tommy Chancey Counsel, informed Judge John Woodard III of the violation of canons to be, see, I'm telling him, I'm saying, you violating your canons. On record, I'm telling the judge, man, you violating the law, man. And more complete, the canons violated. Canons 1. Canons 1. A judge shall uphold the integrity and independence of the judiciary. B. Canons 2. A judge shall avoid impropriety and the appearance of impropriety in all of the judge's activity. C. Canon 3. A judge shall perform the duties of judicial office impartially and diligently. In conclusion, defendant Tommy Chancey Counsel asks, again, anyone who loves his or her family to help defendant Tommy Chancey Counsel come out of the old United States of America and back into the United States of America, where all men and women are to be treated equally under the law. I hereby certify that a copy of the foregoing was furnished by hand to Marie Ann Morse, clerk of the court's office, and Norman R. Wolfinger. This Norman, Norman, is his middle initial, Wolfinger, Owlfinger, at 101 Bush Boulevard, Sanford, Florida, 32772-8006 on this 12th day of August 2008. Now, how can they then put me in court on January 19th, at 08:30 in the morning and not let me tell them that I've been asking for my rights in court, in writing for 15 years, and I'm still out here, but now they say they're gonna admit me after they done put me in jail. They done put me in a mental hospital 6 times. They say now they just saying, well, you won't give up, so we just gonna put you away. And I'm saying, well, why would I have to give up? Don't you see, you done put me away 15 years ago. So when you gonna let me out? Because once I get out, you go on trial. See? So how can Jesus come back from the grave and I can't even come out of court? You keep taking me back in the court so you can take me to the grave. So who the devil?